The recent elections in the Netherlands are being portrayed by some of the mainstream media as a victory over populism, and some go as far as to say that it is the end of a tide, which included both Brexit and Donald Trump. Let's examine the election results a little more closely and understand that this was a general vote against the mainstream political parties, even if it wasn't a vote for Geert Wilders, who was understandably unpalatable to the general Dutch voter. If we look at the election results and compare seats gained compared to seats lost from the previous election, we get a clearer picture. The most evident number is the loss of 29 seats by the Labour Party. The Labour Party is one of the Netherlands' oldest parties, established in 1946, and governed in a coalition in 2012. They were the epitome of mainstream in the Netherlands and were completely crushed. The second biggest losses in the election came to the governing party of Mark Rutte, whose parliamentary lead declined by 8 seats. This is a clear sign of protest by a major portion of society against the traditional mainstream political parties. Geert Wilders was able to come second in parliament, increasing the number of seats for the People for Freedom Party by 5, and still remains a major political contender in the Netherlands. However, the vote does show that some of his more extreme policies, like on the EU or on immigration, went too far for most of the average Dutch people, who do want change and reform, but don't necessarily agree with the methods implied by Wilders to deal with these concerns. Mark Rutte has recently attempted to take on some of these positions, with statements like immigrants should leave if they don't behave normally, and his tough stance against Turkish President Erdogan during the recent Turkish protests in the Netherlands, and the diplomatic spat that followed. Many analysts have said that this bolstered his support before the elections and had a significant effect on the result. Some mainstream media outlets have used Wilders' loss as a sign that populism is losing steam in Europe. This, in my opinion, would be an improper analysis of the facts. What we see is that Wilders' policies have lost momentum in representing a majority of Dutch people's opinion. What certainly occurred was an erosion of the mainstream political support, and those voters scattered to a range of different parties. The sheer amount of political parties in parliament shows the lack of unity in the Netherlands. The election results point to the conclusion that no one figure in the Netherlands was really capable of addressing the issues concerning Dutch voters, and that this was by no means a victory against populism. Rather, it shows that the Dutch are still searching for a party or leader capable of representing a majority of the population in the country. And until someone does come along who can unite the people of the Netherlands, we are likely to see an erratic political situation in the country until this resolves. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I'd really like to get your opinions on what you think was the main thing to focus on with the results of the Dutch election. Also, the French elections are coming up and populism is playing a huge role there too. What do you guys think is happening in Europe? Thank you so much for watching as always. Peace.